Gentlemen, first of all, it's wonderful having you here, Ishmael Alrik. First, I want to congratulate you on the Impact Media Award tonight, and I also want to congratulate you on all the other awards. I mean, just looking at the website yesterday, I was blown away. Many to mention, but especially Sundance. And I know that you are of Rwandan background, so was it particularly moving for you? Did you feel like it was a story you wanted to tell because of that at all, or it's just an interesting story and it was a coincidence?
It was a very interesting story to be told. And well, being Rwandan also, it was part of my responsibility to tell that story that is being an untold story of the Muslim Christians comes together and protect one another. It was a very important story to be told. Also seeing the level of development that in my country, Rwanda, has been for so far, using the strategy of creating the unity and reconciliation among Rwandese, having a court in place. So it was a very important story to be told.
Alrik, I want to find out from you, when it first came to you, what was your idea? Did you think automatically, oh my God, I have to do this? Did you, I mean, it is such a moving story.
Well, Ishmael and I met through crazy circumstances. I lived and worked in West Africa for years, and when I left West Africa, I ended up in NYU Film School, and a friend of mine, Joshua Rod, ended up going to Rwanda and met Ishmael, and they became good friends. And they worked on this research, and they did a lot of research, and Ishmael and I emailed for years just about film in general, and in 2009 he called me and he said, I have some grant money, and I want to do this project about Rwanda. When he mentioned to me that Muslims, that the Mufti of Rwanda had issued this fatwa forbidding Muslims from participating in the genocide and inadvertently saved so many lives, I was stunned that I hadn't heard the story before. Like, this big international incident happened, and this huge chunk of the story was not told. So as soon as I heard that, I said, Ishmael, absolutely. In any capacity, I will come to Rwanda and help you in any way to help make this movie. Initially, I wasn't supposed to direct it or write it. It was just really just to go and help him. And after getting to Rwanda and talking to Ishmael and seeing how so many people were affected by the genocide, the film kind of took shape out of that actual physical interaction, touching and meeting Rwandan people.
I mean, you touched on a very important point. As I was doing research about this, I found, everything, obviously, it's such a horrendous thing, such a horrendous incident, and there is no mention, at least in what I saw, there is no mention of something that is so touching and so human and so wonderful. And so, I mean, it seems to me that this is a message you were very keen on conveying and having it have such a positive human note.
Yeah. A part of the purpose of the film was to remind people that tragedies, no matter where they take place, overseas, Africa, the United States, they interfere with people's lives. They are not the definition of people's lives. And the Rwandan genocide happened to Rwanda based on a history that preceded the people that were there. But it wasn't a defining moment for them. It's something that altered their reality. And the reality is, like everywhere, people are trying to live. They're trying to be happy. They're trying to work together. They're trying, there's more good out there than bad. And we just wanted to focus on that humanity, focus on that hope, even in the midst of a horrible situation. Because in any war, in any tragedy, life still goes on.
I think that's a very key point, is focusing on the hope and focusing on the positive side. And as a producer, I want to ask you about some of the difficulties and the obstacles you guys faced in terms of making it happen. It's wonderful to talk about an idea that you were passionate about, but then turning it into an actual film, and then the road to making the film a success.
It was, let's say, it was one of the journey. Well, making this film was under circumstances, deep intentions. One of the limited resources to make that film, we didn't have enough money to make to turn out the feature film.
The story of filmmaking.
Right. And also the skill set was kind of, this project also was a part of educations, most of the key positions being held by Rwandan crew, my place. And of course we had to learn from the process. Others, come from the stage, UK and France, so they all together. So combining those positions, there's people who are higher experienced and then those who are learning from the process with a very short time to produce the film was not easy. And we had a very tight schedule with the European Commissioner. We shot this film in about 16 days of shot. And the script has been written in about 2 weeks.
16 days of shot. Wow.
So
such a short time.
it was that I said it was an under circumstance because we had a very short time, very limited budget, very limited skill set, and we had to make this film. So altogether was, I mean, decision has to be made and make this film no matter what.
He didn't mention the fact that it was rainy season, that it was grasshopper mating season.
Wait, grasshopper mating season?
That meaning we were inundated with, like, you know, millions of grasshoppers while we were shooting. I mean, and it was biblical.
I'm sure they're not very happy with you guys interrupting their mating
season. Yeah, exactly. And they didn't really listen to us. They didn't take directions very well. I mean, it was
spoken like a true director.
But there was a miracle every day. Every day, someone did something magical on that set to make it happen, and that's why we knew we were doing something special. Every day, something happened that kept us going, kept us alive. That
is really amazing. It's like a sign.
I mean, you're on the set where grasshopper. I remember one of the circumstances. They was on the set. A grasshopper get one of the lights being broken.
Oh my God!
And we're in the middle of the shoot, so we think probably we're gonna send this right to Kenya because we got all the equipment from Kenya. And then a guy who was a grip guy said, "I'm gonna fix these." The guy stand up and fix it. We keep on, shooting. I mean, it was like every single day was a miracle happened to make it just happen, as my director mentioned that.
I just want to ask you, I mean, winning an award like Sundance, I'm sure has a certain, sweet pleasure to it, but receiving an award from a Muslim advocacy organization must have a completely different feeling or a completely different taste to it. So I just want to hear your feedback on that.
That actually, when we found out about the Impact Award, I think showing the film in Rwanda and Rwandans being proud was our Academy Award. Because just when we made it for Rwandans, we wanted them to be proud. But this is like our Golden Globe in a certain respect, because
I like the analogy. I get it.
Because we made this film with the Muslims of Rwanda. We shot it in a mosque. The only reason we were able to shoot it in 16 days is because 8 of those days we shot in a mosque, and we used every corner of the mosque. The Muslim community came out and supported us. We worked with an organization called Association des Musulmans au Rwanda, which is the Muslim organization in Rwanda, and they really, I mean, this was for Muslims as much as it was for Rwandans. And so it was like, this award is like a coming home. Like everybody on my team, we held our heads up high and we were so proud. Like, I mean, I get goosebumps sitting here, and I'm almost more excited about this than we were about the Sundance thing. I didn't expect to win at Sundance, and there was an electricity there, but that's a validation of your artwork.
Exactly.
This was a validation of the message and the work that goes beyond what we were doing at Sundance. This is the real work.
Beautiful, perfect statement. Yes, absolutely.
I think he mentioned exactly what we need to be mentioned, but being a Muslim in Rwanda, where before 94 was like 1.5 Muslim community. Being a Muslim in Rwanda and come up to the Muslim, shot in the mosque, and being awarded by a Muslim organization is, to me, I don't know, I mean, it's huge. It's deeply huge to me. It's again a humanizing. I was trying to say like this word. I mean, there's a lot of Muslims being killed during genocide. I could completely dedicate the award for those innocent, and in general to the people of Rwanda who fled during genocide. So to me, this word is like, I might say Alhamdulillah as a Muslim could say, but he mentioned a lot of what need to be said. This is, thank you for the impact making it happen. That's all.
Well, gentlemen, thank you and congratulations. Congratulations on all the different awards, the awards for the artwork and the awards for the message, and congratulations on making it happen. And I look forward to seeing it so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Thanks.